Hi everyone, I am Margourtarotreader, and today we're doing a personal reading for one of my clients. She will represent the sign of Cancer. Person in question, we have a Taurus. We also have a Sagittarius and a Pisces. Now, before the recording, I channel onto the energies of the universe and their spirit guides with their personal information, because I do not enclose any of their personal information in my videos. It is private and only for my use. Within the recording, there will be some moments of silence throughout the reading. It is when I channel to the universe and their spirit guides with their personal information. I like to say to my client that if and when there's something that I say to you that will be not to your liking, it is what the universe and your spirit guides have for me to connect to you. Okay? When it comes to the predictions, certain things you can change, that certain things you are allowed to change depending on the situations at hand. But certain things you cannot and will not be changed because it is what your path spirit have to go through in this life. Okay? Let's get started. Can you show me what must I need to know? Show me what must I need to know for my client. Show me what must I need to know for. In reference to the overall speaker. Can you show me what must I need to know? What do we need to connect to our client? Can you show me? Thank you. Now, let's see. In this situation, you are the Lady of Cups. The other person in question, it's a Taurus. So it will be, oh, we just saw it there. It will be the Horse of Pentacles. Okay, let's see what stands in that relationship. What's the overall that we need to see, and then we follow your questions. Let's see who's negative here. I fear that there's fixing to be a conflict matter, like a family problems, family fights. It could even be physical as of this very moment. So just keep an eye on that. These are certain things that you can avoid, that you're allowed to avoid in reference to this. If I say that you're fixing to have some type of conflict within your family members or a family member, either from yours or his end, you can avoid it because you're looking at the predictions. You can avoid the conflict. If it has nothing to do with you, then stay away from that and let whoever solve the issue on their own, okay? And if it has anything to do with you, then just now you know that it's coming, avoid the certain extent of the issue, okay? There's going to be a conflict due to some type of conversation. He said, she said, certain into that matter, okay? Let's see. And it probably will be with your mother, okay? It could be with your mother here, the situation. Maybe you're fixing to let her know something and maybe she's not going to have it. She's not going to believe you. Let's just see what happens further down the line. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah. You know, and even if you tell them, your mother, anything about what you're asking for, I feel that she's still not going to do anything toward that situation anyways. She's just not going to believe you. And sometimes it's normal. It happens sometimes because you're blinded or too in love with the person that you're with, you know, and so they're just going to think that you're just being, you know, causing problems for no good reason, okay? So let me see here. And I have to say you got lucky because you know that, like I always tell my customers, if sometimes your reading comes way before the timing of your of the time that I give you. So the stars are looking after you. Okay, let me see here. The Cancer way up here, and we have Taurus right underneath, okay, which is your partner. And then I'm going in the first spread, since we have two different situations going on here. Normally I would charge you separately for separate situations, but it's okay. What I'm going to do here in the first spread is look at you, most importantly, your personal information, but at the same time, I could also look at the other people involved in this, in the separate situation that you're asking. What I will do is, depending what I'm sensing here, I'll see who the next spread will be. Okay, so I can separate both situations. Okay, now, and I also need to look individually at the Taurus. So let me see how the predictions is, and then I'll see who I do next. In reference to your situation, I know that you are feeling in love. You actually are in love and are committed to your partner, the Taurus, and he is mutually there with you as well. Okay, so I'm going to let you know that because I see the Four of Swords right underneath him, I'm sensing that there's some kind of doubts. It could be you. I will see his spread next, but as of right now, currently, the current few weeks, even few months of the past to current now, for the next 3-4 months is what the predictions are. It could be sooner depending on how you adjust to the situations. Okay, I'm going to follow your questions, but I'm going to look at everything that I'm sensing here. Now, he does care for you, but I feel that it's more of your doubts in whether or not he could be seeing someone else. When I see his individual spread, I'll be more specifically. I do feel that the Taurus has, as of right now, he's not, but further down the line, maybe, I want to say within the next 3-4 months, I feel that there's a doubt that there's someone that he's attracted to, Sun, Moon, or Rising, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Okay, but I'll see his spread in a few. I'm feeling that he will have temptations. I want to be with someone else, or he's attractive to someone that he works around with. Okay, or some type of activity that he does. Maybe he goes maybe he goes out clubbing, or maybe he goes out, you know, to hang out with the guys, whatever. It's some type of situation that he hangs out quite often, or it could be around his job, someone that he's attracted to, who he sees quite often, and he could eventually end up something with that person. Okay, friends with benefits, in other words, is what I'm sensing here further down the line, not now, but we'll see his spread. As I said earlier, you're fixing to get into some type of family conflict here, so avoid that situation, because you or someone will communicate something to you that it will be to your disliking. Okay, Sag and Pisces. We have the Sag and Pisces right here next to each other. That couple, it's right there looking at each other. I feel that the Sagittarius person is very much in love and committed to the Pisces person. She's very into him. She sees him in a more highly manner situation. When I look at their spread, I'll see the Pisces more in reference to the Sagittarius. Okay, but I would have to say that the Pisces has a more connected energy, I don't feel that the Pisces is very connected to the Sagittarius in an emotional level as the Sagittarius is toward the Pisces. Okay, in other words, I feel that the Pisces has less emotional bond toward the Sagittarius. Let's just put it that way. He does, as of right now, is very interested in someone that he used to have some type of contact with. I feel that it's a physical contact with. Okay, someone that he used to date prior to the Sagittarius is what I'm sensing here. And if the Sagittarius, I will tell you that right now, if she puts herself together, if she believes what you want to communicate to her is up to you, then if she puts her thinking cap on, let's say, and be very diligent with what she wants to do, she could literally catch the Pisces doing some type of adventures, quote unquote. Okay, but I still don't see any type of legal separation between them either. Okay, in with you and the Taurus either. Okay, so I still see you ending the year with the person you have, and I still see the Sagittarius ending the year with the person that she have. Okay, with conflicts, doubts, and whatnot, but I still see them together. Okay, there will be some type of surprising news. I feel that after today, you might decide and consider to communicate this information to your mother, And so therefore, I feel that there will be a acknowledgement of some type of cheating in reference to the Sagittarius and Pisces. I don't see that as of right now for you in the Taurus, okay? So keep that in mind. Now let me follow your questions real quick here. Let's see. Recently, okay. In reference, okay, so what I'll do is next I'll do between you and the Taurus spread, because you want to know his feelings. I already explained he does have mutual feelings toward you. He does care for you. He does love you. Okay, he's actually very content with the with being with you and with the intimacy as well. Now, I will have to say this, that when I see the next spread, I will be more direct in telling you whether or not eventually you will end up with him in some type of commitment. As of right now, I don't see it. I have to be honest with that. I don't see it. I know you want it and you would love to have a family with him, you know, bond with him especially. But what I'm sensing here, and I will be straightforward with you, what I'm sensing here is that eventually you're going to dissolve this relationship with the Taurus. And the Taurus will move on to someone he used to date from the past. And what I'm sensing here as well is that what's going to happen is that someone is coming along your path. You have two other potentials. Sun, Moon, or Rising, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. Someone that is already a friend of yours. Sun, Moon, or Rising, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And I feel that the Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer is coming along, and then it will be the Leo, Aries, Sagittarius afterwards. And I see a more of the Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising coming into a more steady relationship further down the line in the future for you. Okay? This is what I'm sensing, so I have to tell you right off the bat. So even if it does not work out with the Taurus, it's okay, because the universe is it's just a path that you have to go through. Closures, karma, you know, every relationship has certain situations, and any person that comes in our life is karma that needs to be fixed, situations that we need to mend from the past or even present or current present, okay? So things may hurt in the beginning, but further down the line, you have to be open, you have to be reasonable to understand the situation, what your path is, and just trust within yourself that there's better things out there for you. Okay, keep that in mind. Let's see here. Is he truly faithful in our relationship? I will let you know in the next spread between you and the Taurus. I feel that there is a potential for for him to cheat on you with someone else around his work situation, but I don't see it happening as of right now, but we'll see on the spread. No. On number 5, will you and the Taurus have any type of legal commitment? No, I do not see that. I know you want it. I know you're hoping to, but I feel that there will be some type of cheating in this aspect further down the line, and so therefore I feel that you will get rid of him eventually. Let me see, number 6. Number 6 is very delicate. A number 6 you have to see, because when you have children and you're dating, don't take this the wrong way. Take my advice. Date all you want, you know, nilly-willy, do whatever you want, but never bring a person into your home situation or into your children's life unless you're ready and be committed, unless that person truly says, you know what, I want to make you my wife. And then have them meet your children or child and get to know them. If they can respect and love your children as their own, then you know what, they can win your love. But you have to be very cautious and careful, because most of the time what happens is that, you know, people do pretend in the beginning of relationships, and you never know what happens afterwards or when you're not around. So you need to trust and believe, foremost, your senses, and also your children. You come first, your children come first, and a man or a woman comes after. It's the simple fact. Unless you're married, then everybody comes within itself together as a union first, okay? Keep that in mind. Because a lot of times, you know, if we're dating around, bringing different people in and out of our lives, our children see that. And what we sense, what we feel goes and passes along our children. And that's how they end up living their own lives, okay? So just, you know, take it as it is, my advice. But in reference to that question that you asked, let me see here. I feel that if he really wants to build that relationship, I feel that depending how old that child or children are, it's going to be a little bit, you know, the child might attach itself to this person. And depending how long you've been dating this person, or, you know, your child will bond to this person. And then later on, when your relationship dissolves with him, it's not only going to affect you, it's also going to affect your child or children. So keep that in mind, okay? And let's just hope that he's being very sincere with his feelings. I feel that his intentions are to get along with your child or children. But further down the line, there will be a little bit difficulties, especially when you have young men. If you have young men, I mean, you know, they're always going to be overprotective of their mother. They're always going to be jealous, and they're always going to want the best for you, okay? And if they see conflict happening within your relationship with that person, then guess what's going to happen within your child and that person? The same thing, if not worse, okay? Now, let's see. Let's go on the second spread, and I will do the Taurus to see the overall in reference to his situation. And the third spread, we'll leave it for those family members that you asked, okay? We'll see the overall intentions on them. Now, Arcana, show me what must I need to know. Show me what must I need to know for in reference to. What's the overall in reference to the love relationship, Arcana? If not, show me what there will be. Thank you. Thank you, Arcana. One more, they said, so we are ready. Okay, this is for the Taurus, the overall of his life, personal feelings, anything that we need to see about him, and in reference to you and you to him, okay? But it's mainly about him. Well, he's fixing to come into some type of money. Okay. Let's see where you are. Okay. Okay, well, in this reading, I will not see those family members. I'm going to see only specifically about the Taurus and you, okay? Let me see. So the Taurus is here at home with you and whatnot. We see the Four of Wands next to him, which is a good sign, okay? It's a good sign, but I will tell you that it's more of a desire from your sense of you. He has thought of being committed in a relationship with you, but really at this time, he's having too many misunderstanding feelings of himself, meaning whether or not he will want to be in a steady relationship. I think that he would just prefer to live in with you and not be married at this time, is what I'm sensing here, because I don't think that he's very much appreciative of your family. I feel that there's some type of conflict there within your family and him and you. Maybe they're butting in too much, or maybe they'll butt in too much, or or maybe his family will have something to say to that extent. I just don't feel that he will want to be committed legally to you at this time. On the second spread, we're talking about after, you know, sometime next year after March, in June, but it could be further down the line. Now, so yes, it's what I'm sensing here from him. Okay, now I will tell you what I see, and then you decide how you want to manage this further down the line. Depending on how you take the predictions, you can change certain things of the situation. If I tell you I don't see a commitment with him and you want it, then go ahead and propose, and then you have the marriage. You know, it has had happen, but along the line, what you do is you change the destiny, you change the predictions of certain things, and the outcome is totally different. Okay, but if my cards are telling me something different, and even though you marry the person and I don't see it in my predictions here, I can assure you that eventually it will be dissolved. Okay, now let's see. In reference to him, as we were saying, in reference to the Taurus, I know what I see here is he knows and he's aware that you love him and that you care for him, and he knows that he has a good situation going on here with you. I feel that he is thinking that you could cheat on him, because I see the Four of Swords next to him and another person. That he's aware of another person that you used to date, and that person may be around your lives, his or yours or both, and so therefore he's constantly thinking that you could cheat with someone else, or if you have had before. So he's gonna be contemplating on that situation, that he doesn't see you to be as trustworthy, is what I'm sensing from his end, because this is his spread. Okay, but I will tell you that as further down the line, to your surprise, you're gonna find out that he's actually is going to be seeing someone else, is what I'm seeing here. Sun, Moon, or Rising, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, woman. It could be her sign, Moon, or Rising, whichever, is what I'm sensing here, that eventually he's gonna end up living with further down the line in the future. I feel that it's someone that he used to date from his past. Maybe met that person through family or some type of situation, but I definitely see that this is the person that he will be ending further down the line in the future. Okay, it could even be up to 2 years, it can be up to 7 years, depending how you decide to keep him around with you. Okay, what I do feel is that eventually you know, you're still going to be with him. If he lives with you, then he's going to continue living with you. I don't see him wanting to be in a committed legally relationship with you. I think that living with you will be just fine enough, because I feel that you and him have ups and downs, I want to say most of the time. So because of jealousy from both ends. And I feel that eventually there will be some type of distance between the Taurus and you, Cancer. But I also feel that eventually he will try to come back with you, and further down the line, maybe tell you, okay, well, let me see if I can work this. Let's try this one more time, and then we'll take it from there. So I feel that there will be a split and some type of further down the line in the future, and therefore you will be intimate with another person. Sun, Moon, or Rising, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Okay, this is what I'm sensing. This is what I'm telling you. And if you choose that not to be with anybody else, then hey, now you know, and you could avoid it. Okay, but that is what I see here for further down the line. Let me see here. What else can I pick up? Yeah, I feel that he's gonna be more involved into like, you know, he's way out here, you're way down here, so he's more involved into hanging out with buddies, hanging out with friends, hanging out with family, keeping his distance away from you. I feel that you're pushing in this relationship of fatherly like, or he's sensing that, and I don't think that he wants to 100% take that part yet. Okay, he's willing to get along with you, with the child or children and whatnot, and be there, but not to that extent that you're hoping to. Okay, yeah, not to that extent. I don't know if the father of that child or children are still in the picture, so he's having a lot of difficulty with that. And if that's the case, then he might want to distance himself, is what I'm seeing here. If the father of that child or children that you have is still involved in the picture, I feel that he will distance himself little by little from those child or children you have, due to the other person, okay, to the father. Or he's sensing that that person will come along and just completely, you know, fuck up the situation is what I'm sensing from his end, okay? So he seems to be a little bit insecure in reference to someone that you used to date, or in reference that's still within the picture, still surrounding, yeah, or having some type of contact with you, okay? And also vice versa, if you are feeling just the same toward him, you're still keeping an eye on him, you're still wondering if or not he's either talking to or seeing someone from the past day before you, is what I'm seeing here, okay? I'm not sensing him being dishonest as of right now with any other woman, but he will be further down the line. Okay, let's see here. So in reference to his feelings and intentions, I already explained it. As of right now, he is steady with you. He's under the Four of Wands, which it means to me that he is still wanting to hold on to you. He does have some feelings for you. He does care for you. He does love you as well. Okay, I think it's mutual, the feeling, but I think that what's going to happen here is the lack of trust within you two and the lack of communication. You could have all kinds of communication, but it just depends on the way you communicate. Keep that in mind, okay? You're still a young, very young person, so I feel that it's a lesson learned each and every day for all of us, including the old ones. But when we're young, we're just a little slight naive in a lot of situations. And but you, I feel that even though you're young, you've been through certain experiences, and those experiences have to teach you in order to know how to deal with the other situations at hand, okay? So you will not try to make the same mistake again, is what I'm saying, okay? I feel that there's someone that he used to date way in the past that he every now and then thinks of. Sometimes that woman tries to contact him. Sun, Moon, or Rising, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. That woman would like to make a return in his life, but he's not, at this time, not having it. She will try further down the line in the future to want to reminisce and connect with him sexually, okay? She will try. I don't see it happening because we're at the end, and he will consider it, okay? And I feel that it might take place right before you and him have some type of distance or some type of separation temporarily. Because I feel that you and him will be back and forth. Okay? Back and forth. I feel maybe not shortly, but further down the line in the beginning of 2018. Is what I'm sensing. You breaking up, coming back. Him leaving the house and him coming back. Okay? Or you leaving the house and then you coming back. Is what I'm sensing here. Because I feel that there will be some type of friends with benefits with someone else further down the line from his end, and I also see it in your end, okay? I will tell you that when we distance ourselves from the person that we are with, we intend to run into someone else's arms to either forget and let go, but what that does is backfires on us because we either find out that we have more feelings toward the person that we just broke up, or that we made a mistake and now you get caught and so forth. It's all kinds of, anything can happen in that situation. So when you break up with someone, you need to give yourself some time to heal so you won't end up in the same relationship again, okay? And that, everyone should take that advice, whether you're married, whether you're separated, you know, it just, you should, okay? And let me see. So further down the line, I feel that the person that I see for you could be Sun, Moon, or Rising. We've already mentioned that person. So it keeps giving us two different signs. But I feel that could be another person slightly older than you. Sun, Moon, or Rising. Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer is what I'm seeing here. Okay. You might not like that person at the very beginning, or might not want that person because you're still holding out for the Taurus. And you might not like the fact that he's slightly older, but he has money. Or he can provide for you decently. So you will decide then. Okay. Now, on the third spread, I am going to do your family members, Sagittarius and Pisces, Sagittarius and Pisces. Arcano, show me what must I need to know. Show me what must I need to know for, in reference to going on in their personal life and their love life and what will take place. Arcanos, show me what must they need to know. Show me what must they need to know, Arcanos. Thank you. It says one more and we're ready. Thank you. Let's see. Well, this will be only for them two, for the people in question. Okay? I feel that he already is with someone else besides the Sagittarius. So I'll just leave it at that. Let me see what the cards are saying. Let's see. Yeah. There will be some type of disappointment between them because I feel that there will be a discovery of someone being dishonest. Okay? Okay, wow. Let me see the overall arcanas. Show me. Okay. Okay, in reference to the Sagittarius and Pisces, they're still together within their marriage at this very moment, and they will continue to be in that phase. But I will tell you this, that even if the Sagittarius finds out that because I feel that she will find out that he is seeing someone else, she still be in the marriage. Not too happy in the beginning because I see separation within themselves, maybe not leaving the home. If he does leave the house, it will be temporarily, could be even for 7 weeks, 7 months. I don't see it as that long, but it could be even weeks only. But either way, I feel that she will catch him, or she will find out that he has been unfaithful to her. But I definitely see a return of the relationship. So what that tells me is that they will continue to be married, unsatisfied and untrustworthy of him. Okay? But she will continue to be with him. Okay? Every now and then she's gonna be, hating and wondering what the hell he's doing. Okay? Because I feel that she will find out that he's been dishonest. And what he'll do is, I feel that he probably has some type of work relationship with this woman, or met her at her job, or met her at his job. Okay? Vice versa. But what I do feel that what he's going to do is end up leave the woman temporarily. It is a 5 of Wands, so that to me is a temporarily. We have it here with no other additional cards. What that